I'm Steven. And I'm Brianna. And this is KCN, Kids Camp News.
And she's getting a little nervous. She wants her babies back. Here you go, Mama.
Welcome to the show, What's New?
Have a party every day. Have fun every day. Where else but in this beautiful town of Falmouth?
Hi, I'm Nick, a bored college kid with no job. Do you like sitting in your hut, one-floor Cape-style house with no AC? Well, guess what? Neither do I. So come on down to the Barnstable County Fair, Saturday, July 21st to the 28th here on the
Floral
Barnstable
Designs
County
Made Easy
Fairgrounds.
with Anna Holmes. I'm Anna. I'll be your host and your floral instructor for this workshop. There's many different aspects.
Next, I'd like to read you the mission of our Toastmasters Club. The mission of a Toastmasters Club is to provide a mutually supportive and positive learning environment.
Hi folks, I'm Paul Moore from Falmouth Youth Hockey, and I'm at the site of the new Falmouth Ice Arena. I'm out at the corner of Thomas B. Landers Road and Technology Park.
cooking a particular dish that is called the puttanesca. And it's rather an unusual dish. Its origin, well, there's lots of misnomers about where.
I have two friends. Their names are Kevin and Leslie. They are married.
It symbolizes a couple things. It symbolizes spirit, it symbolizes foreboding.
About that. So thanks everybody for telling us about real igloos versus
Highfield Hall, as well as a writer for the Falmouth Enterprise, Gail Blakely. And tonight we were going to hopefully educate our public. For the show, we're going to talk about the Falmouth education.
You or someone you know have a mental illness? NAMI can help.
I've been a Girl Scout for a little over 20 years now, and I had the privilege
Went to this meeting to come back into TV land on FCTV and bring up timely tips and topics of interest.
Hi, here we are with Mama Cat Chloe and her 4 babies. This is Clancy.
The rest of the water use is grey water. So the grey water goes down through a heat recovery because the grey water is the hotter water.
Come, said my soul, such verses for my body let us write, for we are one. That should I...
Glorious parties, beautiful gardens, and miles of paths. New owners.
First topic we're going to be talking about is tourist season.
Oh, we all know, well, at least most of us know, that tourists can be really annoying.
2-day conference that we're building a summit. I don't know, a summit means like a big tall mountain or something, right?
And the women, even 8 African-Americans who served in the U.S. Navy.
Welcome to Retiring in Falmouth, staying well and living in the moment. I'm your hostess, Sandy Trainer.
Hello, I'm Steven. And I'm Brianna. And this is KCN, Kids Camp News. Here are some of the stories we have.
And I was very pleasantly surprised that a lot of the community came out, recognized a lot of...
We see lots of visits to the emergency room and hospital admissions for people who have...
And hopefully, through that, get more kids and smart kids to go into
The chief and I attended a thing out at Otis, kind of a beginning thing to get to know them.
An estuary is a unique coastal environment where fresh water meets salt water.
Once home, Ike replaced George Marshall as Army Chief of Staff. Then he served a 2-year stint as president of Columbia University.
Yeah, we want to still maintain some of the things that people come to the Cape for. You know, the beauty of it and nature.
Tap on the top, the bubbles on the side go down and basically pop. That's why tapping on the top works the best.
what you're doing is just mixing a little bit to resuspend the cells. If they've all kind of fallen down in the bottom, you want them.
Seeing the list of people who are in attendance today, I was off.
The idea behind this mentor thing was because we had a student assistance program which engaged.
Who's your pen pal? Fred Green. Do you like being his pen pal? He's awesome. Yeah.
At East Falmouth, in our technology plan, we identified trying to get 100% wireless access.
The question of wastewater infrastructure, and Doug, we'll start with you this time.
Certainly the wastewater issue is one that we'll be dealing with for many, many years.
I think that people who saved Highfield Hall from demolition were grateful that the Cape Cod Commission.
Scott Brown and Elizabeth Warren. What do you think about that race?
That was going to be a cliffhanger, and
the big thing is to get the people together so that we can show a solidarity towards this country. And that's what it's all about. The pledge is...
Yourself and the position you're running for.
You know, everyone knows my name. My name is Andrew Putnam. I'm running for the county.
Thank you very much for listening, for asking questions. Our hope is that
what the community has already discussed related to the 70 bedrooms, the rental units, the handicapped accessibility, it relates back to page
Andy has just said, and it seems when I look at Falmouth, and Falmouth has been working on
To
this
answer that question, I'm not sure that that's in our library or not.
And he also recommended using the LMAX to measure that.
I think we need to go back and re-examine our policy on the strictly accessory.
But George's report was from taking groundwater? Or
No,
from
Title V systems.
For an RDA means that we're not allowing the activity.
That resulted in winterization of it. So
and talk to you about 3 important issues in which the county has been involved. And those are the issues.
Money here, we're talking about these ponds. Well, I have to reference this. We'll come back, not in terms of what this is about.
My name is Matt McNamara. I was originally appointed to the Zoning Board of Appeals.
Once it hits the aeration part of the process, with the aid of the bugs.
What would it even look like to do something like this? This is one thing, you know, so 3 different...
We just need to know the dates. So the doctor would fill out the dates on this form and would fax it back to us.
On the property at the time of our visit.
I remember when you were on my show before.
It's called the DARE program, which is Drug Abuse Resistance Education, and that was a perfect fit for me.
There are some things we can do. I think this is a good example of that.
And most, you know, there are local agencies, of course.
Propose corrective action or to explain why the complaint is not valid with a statement of reasons. As you can see, we tried to solve